My check 1 2 1 2. My check 1 2 1 2. I've always got to check my audio sound before I say something. So let's see if I could jump. Okay, can anybody hear me now? Okay, I guess my microphone's on. I can actually hear myself. So, all right. It has been a while since I haven't done this. So let's just get this show on the road. What is going on? Defenders, BHC Defender is back after months and months and months. Um, Usually I am known as the Almighty Exlenium, which I am still am. And I wanted to do something new and start off with something new this weekend. Although it's obviously that I am still doing the same old thing on this spare channel. And what I mean by that, roasting and exposing these fraudulent frauds and pieces of garbage. And also, I am going after and exposing these preds and pedophiles. Um, for those who didn't know, or probably most of you know, but in case of some of you didn't know, um, my boys Zexio and Sloppy, we handled business after we took out this other piece of garbage, the fake devil. And apparently, I have the crown now, and I am the new devil. And this new devil is going out here, going after these sorry ass individuals. And one of these individuals that I am going to expose and coming after is Jon Davis. Now, obviously, we didn't have too much history in the past. Yes, I do know Jon Davis, but I never, not once, consider him as a friend. Hello and welcome, Cherry Boo. How's things going with you? Um, yes, lizard friend. Oh, and by the way, since you two guys are here, I just want to inform you that after this stream, I'm gonna go live stream on my PS4 and try to get back on Fall Guys since it's been over a month. That's about it. Um, so Jon Davis, there's really not much to say about him in his history. Um, he was in a I forgot which group was it. I don't know if I know the group that I've met him was not my group. I know Kevin was there and a few other individuals who I used to associate that I no longer associate. I know he was, you know, having conversations, normal conversations with Ninja Soldier, Harry Big Boy Wise, um, this other fake piece of shit which I no longer associate. I'm just going to say his name because this guy's a fucking asshole. Carlos Deville. Yeah, go slit your stuff. I don't really associate with that guy anymore. So let me just stay on topic. There was one point that he was, you know, was okay with some of these people that I used to associate with. And then all of a sudden, he decided to left, people. He left Ninja Soldier, Harry Big Boy Wise. He unsubscribed from my channel on no reason, but it's whatever. Yes, he's a troll and a drunk. He's both. He's both actually mixed together. He's Exactly. Not obviously, not well, actually, he is obviously, but I want to say, oh, I can't be a troll. No, you are a troll and a drunk. And believe me when I say this, you're not even a proper Christian. Even if you are, you're probably the biggest judgmental Christian I've ever encountered. But onto the topic. He unsubscribed from me. He didn't explain why, but apparently he joined a certain messed up group. One of them, I'm not going to say his name, but obvious, Kevin, you know who. And the other person I will call out because he's still to this day a piece of garbage person. His name is Cobra Commander, also known as Brian De Silva. Actually, his name is Brian De Silva, aka Cobra Commander. Um, I'm just going to say this right now. What kind of a dumbass? A person who is middle age, around his 50s or 60s, listen to a punk ass, delusional, CDC slow, no disrespect for you, Kevin, CDC slow moron like Cobra Commander. The dude is a high school dropout. He doesn't have no education skills. Um, he doesn't do his research. He doesn't practice what he preach. And you have this 60-year-old troll tart, drunk tart like Jon Davis, shoving his nose into Cobra's rear end. Probably the dude doesn't wipe. Whatever. Ill. What the hell did I say that? I don't know, but yeah, I mean, dude came to wipe his ass. But anyway, let's stay on topic here. Um, the bottom line is the guy's a moron. He did not serve in the military. We found that out. He did not serve in the military. Um, his wife, she's still alive, but they're divorced because again, Jon Davis is a moron. Jon Davis has extremely poor taste when it comes to associate with individuals. But then again, after what I'm seeing and hearing from him, I'm just glad that I am no longer associated with him because holy cow, he is one of the biggest more. In fact, I'm just going to say this right now. He is probably the biggest 60-year-old moron I've ever seen and encountered my entire life. But again, we were never friends. I know we was in a group at one point, but again, we were not friends. But get to the main topic here. The main topic is the guy. He's a liar. He's a lost cause. He's a troll. He's a drunk. He's a liar. He's a lost cause. The dude doesn't know what he's talking about. He doesn't practice what he preaches. And one day he made a video. I don't know how long this video was. I just want to say it happens recently. It happened recently. He made a rant video on both Zexio and Sloppy Seconds. Shouts to those two. And he was like, oh, Zexio and Sloppy Seconds are liars. They're trolls. They're mean people. They go out and bully. I myself, we don't sugarcoat. My friends don't sugarcoat. These people that Sloppy and Zexio attack, they're innocent. They haven't do nothing wrong. Yeah, whatever. So he made a video recently about those two individuals, and also he made another video. Well, actually, no, it's the same video, but he was talking about that I forgot to mention earlier. Inverto 88, shouts to him. I've seen and watched a few of his videos. I know too much about him, but I'm sure that he catches preds like both Sloppy and Sexio. But let me just get on to the point. The point is, after that baloney video that he made, he was on Discord. And when he was on Discord, he talked and having a conversation, a sexual conversation to a minor. Now, obviously, we all know where it's going right now. But let me just say this. Jon Davis thought that it was a minor, it was a child, it was someone that is under the age of 17. Sick and disgusting. So, excuse me. So, Jon Davis wanted to have a private conversation with this individual who thought it was a minor, and they both have a phone call. But when this so-called minor, jumps in and have a conversation, it was sloppy seconds all along. It was a decoy. That's why I say, obviously, we know what's going to happen. And the moment Sloppy was talking, Jon Davis quickly left. He quickly left. He knew he got caught. He knew he got busted. And that's that. Now, I will say this right now. You're finished, Jon Davis. You're done. Everything you said earlier about saying that we're good people, we're not bad people, we're not bullies, blah, 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 just went out the window. It's like a bird just broke out his cage and just flew out the window and never came back. That is what your credibility is. Your credibility is like a bird that just broke out his cage and just flew out the window and never comes back. So everything you say right now, especially after you got caught, is all this. Blah, 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 blah. Jon Davis, you're a pedophile. And that's what you are. You are a pedophile. Now, I know what people's going to say. Oh, there's a decoy. Now, question. Let's just say that this conversation that Jon Davis had on Discord, let's say that was a real kid. Let's just say that was a real child. You will put that child into jeopardy, into trouble. You will harm and hurt that child with your lies and your toxicity because you are a very, very toxic, disgusting person. Serving a country my ass. Real military soldiers don't go on Discord and having a conversations with minors. You are disgusting. And this is unacceptable. Before that group call, like again, you say that Zexion Sloppy is this, that, whatever. And now, since you got caught red-handed, all I hear from you, Davis, is blah, 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 blah. How could people could take you seriously right now? And people who follow you are just as delusional than you are. That's why I got in the title. You got caught, deal with it. Pack your bags, delete the channel, and hit the road because you are done. You are finished. Nobody's not going to listen to you anymore because you got caught having a sexual intercourse with a minor. Yes, it was a decoy, but if it was a minor, it would have been a lot worse than that. And thank goodness that was no minor on that phone call because we all knew what happened between you, Jon Davis, and Colin Kaepernick. I have not forgot about that. That is why it's best, right, for you to not talk to children because you would have harmed that child. You would have destroyed that child's life, just like what happened between you and Callie. Right? You told Callie that you want to talk to her parents. Oh, and by the way, not only Callie Kaepernick's parents, not only she took her daughter's phone away, but they were pissed and angry at you, Jon Davis. They were pissed at you, John. They were pissed at Time Hatter. They were pissed at P6777. Oh, and they were actually pissed at Lizard too, which I will get to him in another time. But after that phone call that after those conversations you have with Kali, both Time Hatter and Pete 6777, they both disappear from YouTube because they know they got caught. Pete life is a mess right now, but he deserved it. Time Hatter, he deserved to be in jail, and so do you, Jon Davis. You deserve to suffer in jail, and you deserve to have your sticky little bags of nuts cut off because you are a horrible, terrible human being. In fact, I wouldn't even call you a human being. I probably would call you barbaric because, like, the way you be acting and the way you be talking to people, no normal person would not do that. No one would ever do that. And by the way, if you do watch the stream, if you've watched it or not, don't go pointing fingers at Zexio and Sloppy if there was a phone call with you in it talking to a minor. Oh, that was a decoy. But if it would have been a minor, it would have been a lot worse. So no, they did do the right thing. They stopped you, and they did. And now you got caught, and now it will haunt you forever, and you will suffer that consequences for the rest of your life. Catch that off fleek. Let me just read the comment sections and because I want to stay on topic here. Yeah, I mean, if he starts, I will get to him in another time because I want to stay on topic here because I am the new devil. The reason why they associate with Jon Davis because they're bigger losers themselves. And oh, I got plenty of more tricks on my sleeve. I'm sorry, did I say tricks? I got plenty of more facts up my sleeves. I don't play tricks like you, Jon Davis. I speak facts, and I don't care about your feelings. By the way, how's that lung cancer coming along? If Kevin was here right now talking to you, I bet you'd be screaming like him, like you did before. uh, he does make me laugh at the monster he thinks are real. Yeah, the only monster that that there is people like Jon Davis, people like Queen Aurora, people like Didi's live studios. Which again, I'll get to those people in the future, not today because today is Sunday, and I got I got to go live streaming later on. Okay, sure. He almost claimed that you have a daughter. You know what? Hold on. I want to put the StreamYard down. I want you to come in, Kevin. That way you could say a couple of things, okay? Here you go, Kevin. Here's a StreamYard link for you, right? And when you come in, I'll delete it. That way, I don't get these other unnecessary trolls. Okay, no problem then. Then I'll delete this. All right, no problem. All right, StreamYard link deleted. Oh, it's okay. It's okay. No, not a problem. But yes, that's all I have to say to you, Jon Davis. Pack your bags and hit the road. You're done. Nobody believes you now. And if they still do believe you, they're just as guilty as you are. Now that is so real. We almost hit 20 minutes, 19 minutes. I think I'm good from here. I did have some people watching earlier. I don't know, it's probably trolls, but I don't remember if I had my subscribers on this channel. I know I have my subscribers on my main channel, but I forgot if I do it on. I forgot if I still have my subscriber on this channel. But it's whatever. I'm gonna be attempting these live streams more often. When I attempt these live streams, I will not make like 3 hours, 4 hours like I did before. If I'm going to do a 3 hours or 4 hours live stream, I might as well attempt doing that on my gaming channel, which I will attempt later on. Well, there was a truck outside, but now it's gone. I guess they're heading to Wellington, but Yeah, other than that, that's it. Jon Davis, you lost. You are a pred, you are a pedophile, and you have nothing to blame but yourself. If you are watching this, you have a problem with this, that's not a me problem. That is a you problem. You made that choice, you made that decision, and now you're suffering the consequences. You made your bed, and now you're going to sleep on it. As a pedophile, this is BHC Defender, also known as the Almighty Exlenium, the GOAT, also known as the New Devil. I got more preds to roast later on. Now, before I leave, I just want to give a couple of shout outs to the BHC, didn't mean to do that, to Pink Lives Matter, to Cherry Boo, to Zexio and Sloppy. And I also mentioned this in Verto 88, which I don't know too much about him, but since I did mention his name earlier, shouts to him as well. I don't want to go off topic, so yeah, Jon Davis, go screw yourself, go die in a hole. You are a waste of space in this planet. Everything you said right now is just all baloney. And again, don't blame me, don't blame Sexio, don't blame Sloppy, blame yourself because of that disgusting phone call that you planned to do, and it just backfired you really badly. So that is all. Have a great day, my defenders or my empires, whatever. This is BHC Defender, also known as Exlenium, out. Have a great day. I'll see you on my main channel. Ciao.